Anyway, there's more to it. Like for instance, there are some Chinese who are also opium people, but they were kind of helping, and they wanted to see the. There's a bunch of people in Venice. There's Rasputin. He's got drugs and opium, and there's all these other people, and they got drugs and opium, and they just live there because they like it because it's so easy to just go out the window. So into the water, but there's also a pier next to there, so they're usually dumping the shit and pee on people. And like I say, the place smelled like crazy, really bad, like worse than the Thames. And he gives all the citizens of Venice some nose plugs, and that's his big expenditure. Because nose plugs are so expensive. They're pieces of wood, and they're so expensive, and they come all the way from China. No, the opium comes all the way from China. The nose plugs comes from right up the road, where they're made for like 5 cents or 2 bits. But he was charging me $1 per nose plug. Anyway, yeah, it gets really bad where when people find out about Venice, they're like, Lucifer would hate you. I'm gonna hate you for him, and like a lot of people, the Irish, the Chinese, a lot of people just go in there and like I'm serious. There's like 5 teams at one point in time. It even becomes like a war because Rasputin starts taking his drug money and spending it on trying to kill all these people which are trying to clean up Venice. Like the Irish, the Irish. So in a way, it's like it becomes like this epic battle where like there's bombing and stuff, and like it's Rasputin's army and versus the Irish, the Chinese. There's like Rasputin versus 3 different teams, and they're like all coming in to Venice. They're like they start like converging into Venice, and Venice gets bombed, and like it's this epic battle of World War II where it's Rasputin and the opium freaks versus the Irish, the Germans, like everybody's there. They even say afterwards, they're like, everyone is here. The Irish were there, the British, the Americans, everybody is in Venice, and they're all coming into Venice, and like Rasputin and his men are like trying to defend Venice, yeah, like you should read the reports on Venice. Venice is one of those cities where it's like epic battle. You'd almost think like some people almost say that World War II, or one of the wars, World War I, was Venice basically, because it's like all these different groups going to get Rasputin because Rasputin's trying to kill everyone else, basically that knows anything or is anything in the world. Or Rasputin, the opium freaks, they want to, I don't know, they start killing everyone decent or something, where Venice becomes like ground zero for this battle, where when they converge, they're like Chinese, Irish, Scottish team. There's like all these teams that converge on Venice because they were working there or something. We retake Venice basically. And it becomes like this really cool, almost epic thing. We actually did pretty well. We actually we didn't take that many casualties, and like they reported the casualties is really high on Venice, but it was actually really low. The actual real teams that were there actually didn't suffer all that many casualties because mostly it's just opium freaks, and they're like, I need a shot before I go into battle. And so they're all doped up anyway, and they don't really know what they're doing half the time, and so it's almost like, just shooting, and it was this epic battle, like the films don't lie. It was an epic battle of Venice, and there's even some cannon and stuff because I think Rasputin gets some Rasputin has the cannon and all kinds of stuff, and he doesn't even care where the cannonballs are hitting, he's just shooting the rest of the city. To him, everyone's an enemy. And he's just destroying as much as he can. But mostly the other side, the land side, not the waterfront. Anyway, though, so in the end, we have to rebuild everything, and Rasputin and his people are finally dead, or some of his people are dead. And yeah, it was this epic battle, and yeah, so Anyway, and then we get to clean up the Venice, and it finally looks nice. Until the next drug dealer comes in and moves in there and starts throwing his shit out the window. Or whatever. So, yeah. Anyway, LS. It's an LS city. It's always been an LS city. It's been an LS city for thousands of years. And most people are happy there. They get to do their art. And after Rasputin was gone, everyone's like, it's so nice here. We get to do our art. We do whatever we want, basically, within rules. I mean, they loved it. Venice becomes like mega city. Because everyone is just so happy because the plague of the opium, of the Rasputin. I don't want to say opium freaks because lots of people use opium and it's fine. You know, they just do their little tea, you know, and it's fine. And it was just like the ones that were shooting up, and they had all kinds of diseases and disgusting. Like they would die and fall out the window and like fall in the water, and it was just like they would say they would pull like two or three bodies out of the water like every day, from all the people that would just do opium and then bloop. And Venice was like a really bad city for a while there. So yeah. Ancient, long history of all kinds of things happening there. Beautiful city though. I wish I could see it. It's my city. I own the whole water area. They just rent out every building that's rental basically belongs to me pretty much because the cost of the repairs was like and I paid everyone. I paid them wages, you know, so I could own the city. So and that's why the tour company does so well too, because Titanic and the other things, they just, you know, we're renting the houses every day, so then we just charge on the on top of the thing. So when you go and you stay there, you take the cruise ship in, and then they would stay there for a while, and then they would leave on the cruise ship when it left or something later on. I think it's in between cruises or something. There's this weird deal where people stay there for like a week or two, and then they get back on on another cruise ship. That's right. No. One cruise ship would get off one cruise, and then they would get back on, and then they go out, and then those people stay, and then they go out on another cruise ship, so they get to stay in the houses for a little while. And some people actually live there and make money or whatever. So it's a very wonderful city. So yeah, my city. So we worked it all out, and I was part of the epic battle. I had to pay for the mercenaries to take down Rasputin and his people. I don't have anything against opium people, not at all. No. People thought, oh, you're just going after the opium people. It's like, no. It's just a couple pieces of shit that were destroying my town and also very bad on the world. I mean, and there's opium tea and opium everything. We just cut down on the needles. We just make it so it's like you can't use needles here anymore. That's it. It's over. We're done with the needles. So everyone does tea and they like it better. And it becomes like this mega city that sells tea bags of opium and everyone loves it. And for another 100 or 200 years, everyone's just like really happy with it. And it was a great city. And lots of things happen. And people are happy, and they're a little high, and they're a little drunk, and it's like, oh, Venice. And only in Venice, they say. So, anyway, LS, my city, yeah. So, anyway, I had a huge part in history, so. But yeah, LS, Lucifer's Star. People always wondered, what's the deal with the LS bags? Well, it's Lucifer's Star. So, or Brian. Blue. You know, whatever you call me, I was the same person, so. Very rich and very well off and very happy and not into opium. Anyway, everyone thought I was an opium freak or something like that. It's like, no, not really. I use it for more pharmaceutical, and basically, if you want to get your tooth pulled out or you want to do some real surgery, you need something strong to put you under, but not to kill you. So, to dull the pain. So opium plays a huge part in that. You know, all the drugs and stuff like that. So we're using it for surgery more than alcohol. Like, trust me, go through a couple surgeries with nothing but alcohol, and you'll understand why we do opium. Because it's something that's used for doctors and stuff. So anyway, yeah. Yep. So LS, Lucifer's Star, me. Epic. Always was epic.